Well, good morning YouTube, Lofty's here. How about this? CF Moto. I've been down the ATV centre at Blackwater again, local CF Moto dealership, quads and now motorbikes. This is the CF Moto 675 SRR. What do you think? Good looking little bike, innit? Quite cheap as well. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing Lofty ride the CF Moto 675 SRR, you stick around. Here we are at the ATV centre again. Ooh, what do you think of this? No, Lofty's not riding this today, although it would be very, very nice. Have a look at that factory KTM engine, 450. It's like a mini Dakar bike, amazing. No, Lofty's on this. What do you think? CF Moto 675 SRR. Let's give this some thrash. Well, good morning YouTube. Lofty's here on a sports bike. How about this? CF Moto, the 675 SRR. It's a little bit cramped for Lofty, but for around the £7 mark, it's probably as good as you can buy on the market at the moment. Cracking little bike, sounds amazing. Oh, that's handy. So here we go. It's very similar to the bike I rode last week, the NK, the 675 NK. It's more or less the same engine, but of course it's got a high seat, low bars, bit of a fairing, and it's a bit of a racing bike. It's what you call a road racing bike. If you want to have a bit of fun on the road, on a sports bike, and you don't want to be riding a 1000cc race replica, something like this, you could have just beat the nail on the head, to be fair. It's got the standard pipe on, unlike the NK had that lovely burbler on. Brakes are nice and sharp. Some good tarmac along here. Up to 60. Just take our time till we get used to it. I'm all right once I get my feet on the pegs. It's getting them on the pegs the problem. Anyway, don't laugh. Lofty's on a little bike. I forgot how small and how much you lose through the front of your helmet, to be fair. If you know what I mean. I'm talking about the vision. We'll just give it a bit of a third gear roll on. Yeah, that's fine. I think the best thing we can do is have a close look. Get it up on the hill, in the sunshine, and get the other camera out. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, what do you think? It's a big bike for a sports bike. It's a modern day road bike, like your R7s or your 660 Daytona. Pegs are a little bit high for Lofty, but I can just about get away with riding it. Let's have a look at it. So here we go. It's fairly tall, it's not bad, very low. The clip-ons are built into the top yoke. It's low, so let's get the feet on it. There we go. The cutaway's okay. I can get my toes on it just about. It's a bit tight. As you know, I'm 6'5", 16.5 stone. And I don't generally ride sports bikes. But this is a good bike and I wanted to show it you. What do you think? It ain't bad, is it? See a bit of a close-up? Okay, so moving in close. We've got J1 radial levers, jam pots, cable-operated throttle. That gives us the slip assist and it gives us the upshift on the quick shifter, no blip. We've got hazards, start stop, FN button, coming across. Got this lovely top yoke inscribed in here, a little bit here. 675 SRR, CF Moto Super, and a CF Moto steering damper. They like to put their name on things. Over this side, cable operated clutch, very light. We got the pass light, traction control, idiot lights, indicators, and horn. I'll try and show you the dash. Here we go. Look at that. Trying to put a bit of shade across it. So we've got tachograph across the top. We've got a digi speedo, a digi gear indicator, temperature, mileage, all the nonsense. Have a look at that. It's lovely. Shall we listen? So from the cockpit. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? And from the tailpipe. Gotta say, it sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Shall we get the stats and have a proper look? So let's give it its full title. 2026 CF Moto 675 SRR. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? So it's a 675cc liquid cooled double overhead camshaft inline triple. 6-speed chain drive, slip assist clutch, quicker shifter, no auto blip. 94 brake horsepower, 52 foot-pounds, quite a fairly high seat at 810mm and 15 litres of fuel. These are a good figure now, sub 200, 189 kilos wet. How good is that? On the front end, we've got 41mm KYB upside down forks, fully adjustable, superb. 120/70/17 CST, badged up tyres. They're a sporty road tyre, I'm not exactly sure much about them. We've got twin 300mm discs with J1 4-pot radial calipers. And we've got this little thing called a brake cooling affair. Never seen one of them before on a road bike, but that looks quite nice. Not sure if you can see underneath. We've got the shock there. It is a J1 shock again, and it's adjustable, just panning out. On the back end, we've got 180/55/17 CST tyres again. Let's have a look at the tread. It's not too bad, is it? Can't fault that. We've got a single 240mm disc and a 1-pot caliper. It's not badged, but I believe a J1. It's a bit of a tool, isn't it? What do you reckon? Absolute tool. Got everything, TFT, LEDs, you name it. So what's it going to cost you? It's not going to cost you $9.5 grand like a Daytona 660. These are coming in cheap, really cheap. 7,200 on the road. Yep, I'll say it again. 7,200 on the road for a 675 triple, full spec. Everything on it. Nothing's been left to chance. It is really beautiful. Shall we give it some stash? Okay, welcome back. If you can hear me being a bit puffed, I've had to bump start it. While I was doing the walk around, the battery was flat. But luckily I was up on a hill and I managed to bump start it. So there you go. If you do get a flat battery on a CF Moto, chuck it in third gear and drop the clutch and it will start. So here we go. In a 40. Hope you can see the dash now. We're in the shade a little bit. The gear shifter's quite stiff. I don't think this bike's had a lot of usage. I think the NK had probably been ridden more to loosened up a bit. Anyway, we're maintaining the 40 up the hill, fourth gear. Right. We're just entering the National. We'll just increase the speed slightly. We're in top gear, rolling down the hill. I'm getting no nasty vibrations or anything, no wind blast. It's quite nice. Up to 60, just drop a cog. I think the car has definitely seen us, we're okay. Thank you. So on this big long sweeper, 4th gear, squeeze it a bit, and into top. That's nice. Drop a cog, a little bit of breakage, not a lot, around the bends. It's okay. It's one of those bikes you really have to sort of crouch your chest down, bend your arms, and get your elbows level with your hands, and it gets more comfortable. A little bit slow riding. Just controlling it with the back brake. That's nice. Here we go, out on the main road. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? The trouble is when you're riding bikes like this, you catch up with cars quickly. Just settling behind. We're in 3rd gear. No overtakes on. It's just a little bit too close between the corners. But we'll give it a bit of a thrash when we get on the main straight. Here we go. Nice easy one. Easy peasy. Plenty of power. 94 brake horsepower. Here we go, we're going to take a right down the little lane. Not the sort of roads you'd probably normally ride a 675 sports bike on, but we can only ride what we've got available by the dealership. And the dealership is the ATV Centre in Blackwater. So this one tightens a little bit. Junction's clear. We're still going round. A little bit pogo in the back then. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? Should we get a back brake a stab? There's nothing behind. Let's just see what it's like. 40 odd mile an hour back brake. That's more than respectable for a sports bike. More than respectable. Same again, 40 odd mile now, we're going up and hill, we're doing nearly 50 actually, front brake. Yeah, a little bit of a pulse, a little bit of a ripple and a rumble, not bad. This road surface is not the best, but the suspension's handling it quite well actually. Here we are, nice and steady, 40 mile an hour, emergency stop. Easy peasy, no trouble at all. So pull away nice and steady. Up to 6. We're doing 60 mile an hour in 4th. Just ease off slightly, we don't know what it's about. You have to be very positive with the steering because the handlebars are quite close together. So it's more of a sort of a low push to counter steer. I'm trying to take my time a little bit. There's a lot of holiday makers about now. Here we come down into the 30. We're just coming up to the main A30 now. I'll do a bit of a motorway simulation on the dual carriageway. On the slip road, we're in 2nd, we'll just nick it into 3rd and we'll go. Okay, we've hit 70 in 5th gear. We're doing just shy of 6,000 revs. I'm going to move out onto the carriageway. We're all clear. Slick it into top. So 70 mile an hour. Getting no vibration as such. A little bit of a tingle through the seats, but not what you'd call nasty vibration. A little bit of a tingle through the bars. Of course, with a triple, they can feel like a 4-cylinder when they're buzzing, and you get the torque of a twin when it's low down. So we're just nibbling along here at 70. What do you reckon? It's a cracking little bike, isn't it? Once I'm on and I've got my feet on the pegs, I can ride it easy. It's just sticking them on the pegs in the first place I find a bit challenging. Anyway, I'm just going to ease in behind this silvery coloured car and just drop the rev slightly. Yeah, we'll get a bit of an overtaking. Yeah, nice bike, really is a nice bike. If you're a sort of 5'5" to 5'10", probably fit you like a glove. And if you're a lot younger than me, it's made for you. It's not made for old dodderers like me. This is made for 30-year-olds to 40-year-olds who want to have a bit of fun and still give bikes a bit of a thrash, maybe do an odd track day. And Simon did say that Trevor Nation's son is going to take it out and give it a bit of a track day test, so if they do video it, that could be quite interesting. So here we go. Anyway, while I'm on, have you enjoyed this video? I do hope you've enjoyed it, because I do enjoy making the videos. So if you have enjoyed this video, click on that little like, subscribe, ring the little bell, ask me a question. You know I'm only too pleased to chat about it. And if you want to come and ride this bike, pop down to Blackwater, the ATV Centre, have a word with Simon. That was a 5th gear roll on, easy peasy. There's one thing I will say to you though, is if you do decide to buy one of these, you've got to remember you're on it all the time. The more you ride it, the more comfortable it is. If you just sit down and relax or commute on it, you'd probably find it a bit wristy and a bit uncomfortable. It's not 100% full-on focused race bike, but it's like your R7 or your R9, 660 Daytona. They're all pretty similar. They're all that sort of road genre sports bikes, and I've got to say, I love it. Probably one of the better of the back brakes I've ridden on a sports bike. Anyway, we're nearly there. So here we are, back at the ATV Centre, leafy Blackwater. So this is the lofty biker. He's saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.